pier and boathouse. She veered to avoid the cherub fountain and stumbled, twisting her ankle painfully. She flung out a hand for balance, only to have it slashed on the lethal thorns of a pyracantha. Sobbing now, she dashed through a grove of wax myrtles, wincing at the slap and sting of limbs, before finally reaching the pier jutting over the bayou. It was her only chance. She looked again over her shoulder. He'd slowed, knowing she had no place else to run. The knife blade glinted brightly in the sun. She whimpered, trying to think. Blood dripped from the gash on her hand, and her ankle throbbed. Scalding tears ran down her cheeks. What to do? "Gotcha now, Luann," he taunted. "The boathouse or the bayou, babe? What's it gonna be?" Not the bayou. Never the bayou. She had a fear of Blood Bayou. It had almost claimed her once. None of the romantic legends spun about it held any charm for her. The water was too dark, too still, too deep, too alive with slimy things, predatory things. The bayou was death. She was out of breath and in pain when she remembered the telephone in the boathouse only a few feet away. Checking behind her, she saw that he was still coming, but moving almost leisurely, as if enjoying the chase, savoring her fear. Anticipating the kill? The thought made her leap onto the pier. Hot from the August sun, the wooden planks burned the soles of her bare feet. Below the pier, black water slapped against the pilings, disorienting her. Don't look down. Eyes straight ahead, she finally reached the boathouse door, grabbing at the latch, fingers clawing. Panic and blood from her wounded hand made her clumsy, all thumbs, as she worked at the strange fastener. But at last she got it, wrenched it open. Inside, it was dark and dank, and like the bayou, smelled of rotting vegetation and decaying fish. But it was sanctuary, and she scrambled inside, slammed the door shut, and set the bolt. It wouldn't keep him out for long, but it offered a few precious seconds. Her eyes struggled with the dark. It was her only chance. But one thing nagged. Why was he giving her this chance? No time to worry about that. She flew to the wall-mounted phone, grabbed the receiver, and punched in 911. He was at the boathouse now, rattling the door. Terror leaped in her chest. With her heart in her throat, she strained to hear the ring connecting her to 911. But nothing. In a panic, she jiggled the button up and down, listened for a dial tone. Nothing. She frantically pressed the button up and down again, and again, nothing. She gave an anguished cry and slammed the receiver against the wall. The phone line was dead. She screamed at the thunderous crash. He kicked the door open. It slammed against the wall, shaking the boathouse to its foundation. As she watched, petrified, he took an unhurried step inside, filling the doorway. With the sun behind him, he loomed as large as a truck. He paused, no doubt to let his eyes adjust to the dark interior. He took his time. Then he began to move slowly toward her. "I've got you now, sugar," he taunted, his smile grotesque. Incoherent with terror, all she saw was the knife. She scrambled backward, desperate to get out of his reach, but he kept coming. With a bump, she backed against the sleek hull of a boat. Trapped. Below was bottomless black water. Sobbing, she looked at him piteously. She was going to die. The bayou was going to claim her after all. Chapter 1. Camille St. James stood at a podium in the college's law library, facing a sea of media types. She wished she could shed her jacket. In spite of air conditioning, August heat and Baton Rouge humidity made for sticky clothes and sweat. No other way to put it. She wished she hadn't been ordered to wear her jacket, but her boss